All right, guys, welcome to our August 20th video message. So we are 88.8% of the way done with our sales goal. We still have 11 more business days to go this month, so we're definitely going to reach that, but let's see how crazy good we can reach it. Let's just absolutely kill. Last week's sales goal was 28,460 and we got 42,329. So we beat that goal by about 15%. That's a really great job, guys. We did get 5-star reviews this past week, but that is really not going to be on par for us to reach our goal. We need to get more. So right now we're at 14, but we're a little bit over halfway of the month and we only have 14 and we need 30. So make sure you guys are handing out those cards. Again, I know that you put them in your pockets and I've seen them get put out on tables, but we're going to prioritize the people for scheduling that can get reviews. So make sure you guys are getting reviews. Just so you guys know, front of house Soulsters, I am working on a checklist for each individual section. So if you are a Soulster at nighttime with 2 servers, if you have 3 Soulsters, section 1 will do this, section 2 will do this, and section 3 will do this. If you have 4, and so on. So that way that each person knows exactly what they need to do. None of this whole one person kind of just assigns everybody tasks and then you get them all done. There's going to be a system put in place. That way it's fair. All staff, when putting up dishes, make sure that you look at them and make sure that they are clean. Just because you run them through the dishwasher, there are a couple of different reasons why maybe it should come out still being a little bit dirty. Don't just put the dishes away just because they're just came out of the dishwasher. If they're dirty, they still are slimy or have some crud on them, take them back over to the sink, scrub them, whatever you need to do. Just make sure you're not putting away dishes if they're dirty. Friendly reminder, make sure you guys are using the waste report. So the waste report is on there in the back for a reason. Make sure that you're actually talking to all your staff at the very end of the night, going over everything that was wasted. That way you can write stuff down. We haven't had anything logged on the waste report in 5 days. If you work at 10 a.m., eat before you come in. We open at 10:30. If the first thing that you do when you come in at 10 is eat, you're not going to have time to make sure that you have all your stuff done before we open. If your shift starts at 8 a.m., that's more understandable to where you can do your morning stuff and then eat. But if you come in at 10, the first thing that you do should not be making your food and then sitting down and eating. You need to do your checklist, you need to do your stuff. So if that means you need to make your food before, eat on the way here, eat before you come, that's fine. Along the same route of food and eating, we now have manager cards that are put in place. So if you ever are adding a discount or need something to be voided, you can no longer use codes. They have to be a manager card. You have to get your manager on shift in order to void something or do a discount. We've noticed that some things have been kind of sketchy with people discounting food and people just voiding stuff. Back of house staff, if you are in a rush, this does not mean that you can purposefully not fully dress your sandwiches. Leave stuff out of what the customer ordered. Make sure that every menu item is made the same every single time. Just because you're busy does not give you a right to not put avocado on an Allison's. So no one, not a single person, owner, manager, none of us condone that type of behavior. So make sure that you're actually dressing everything the way it needs to. Make sure you're putting everything that needs to come on club salads, put everything that needs to come on, all the items. So from now on, also from back of house, from now on, we're going to use the food processor. It's like that little blender thing, the little black blender thing, to do that with our brisket before we put it in our burgers. So we've had some inconsistencies of using bigger pieces of brisket in a burger and we end up putting it on the flat top. It just breaks up the whole burger. It doesn't cook well. When a customer goes to eat it, they'll usually just get one big chunk of brisket in the middle or on the right side or whatever. So we're gonna process it, which makes it super finely chopped, and then do that before you put it in with the burgers. It makes it a lot easier to make the burgers. And then ask your kitchen supervisors or me or Alicia if you don't know how to do that with the brisket or use the food processor. Club salad portion control. We are getting 1 ounce scoops for each item of the club salad. That way you know how much goes on there, so you're not just kind of guessing it or eyeballing it. But real quick, I'm going to show you. This is what a half club salad should look like. So there's just one small line of each. It's 1 ounce per item. So 1 ounce of cheddar cheese, 1 ounce of mozzarella, tomato, onion, bacon, avocado, ham, turkey, egg. How you can still see the lettuce that's in it even while having the roast is because it doesn't need to be so loaded that we can't even see the lettuce. At the end of the day, it's not a casserole, it's a salad. So we're getting 1 ounce scoops, and then when you do the egg or the avocado, it's half of an egg or half of an avocado. It needs to look like this. Awesome. Front of house, windows and counters. If someone from the kitchen staff brings out a takeout, you weren't the one that took the order and you don't know where it goes, this does not give you the right to just be like, oh, I don't know, I didn't take that order, and then walk off. As a counter person, it is your job to facilitate any to-go orders, even if you didn't take them. So take that to-go order, look at the ticket, see if you can find the person that's sitting in the dining room that looks like they're waiting, or ask one of your other employee or one of your other servers, and see where that takeout goes. As of right now, do not make coleslaw pints and quarts throughout the week. We're not selling enough pints and quarts throughout the week to make them ahead of time, and they're going bad. So Saturday, Sunday, you can make pints and quarts to stock them in the dessert cooler, but do not make them throughout the week because they're going bad. Awesome. All right, lastly, just a huge shout out to a couple of people. This past Sunday, Riley Fackler, she did so good on her serving shift. She was killing it. She was just working really hard, and he noticed. So big shout out to her. Big shout out to Caden Sparks. He's really been doing well. He's been taking a lot of passion in his job and doing a lot of extra stuff, cleaning stuff, keeping stuff clean, volunteering to do things to help out. So we noticed that. Big shout out to him. And then Mike Odom. He comes in every single day, every single weekday. We never have to ask him to do anything. He's always ready to continue to work, and he doesn't complain when we ask him to do stuff, and he does all the morning prep stuff with Madeline, and he pulls chickens, he catches up the dishes, he'll load the smoker for us. He runs his tail off while he's here, and we notice it. So big shout out to those three. And honestly, all of you do an amazing job. So great job, guys. And I hope that this trajectory of this upward growth, I'm hoping that it continues. It's all made possible through you guys. Big shout out to you guys, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.